So we last class what we have done identify by properties and identify the anchor. So they comes at the top to highest priority and the most important and the hierarchy we need to be following, and there might be a few situations where we need to use the index. So first, what do you mean by index? Let's understand in a normal terminology, we need to use this index for a reference to understand it clearly to know at which position it has to be. Even if you are using a reference, for example, if we take a book or soft copy material, first of all, we'll go through the index to identify it, right? So you are using index as a reference to identify the position or the place or the order or the particular concept, particular topic in a complete booklet. In the same way, it is exactly defining or talking something about the position or order of a particular concept. In the same way, when I try to correlate the same concept. Now, why I need to use this index identification method in Tosca? Suppose, let us say there are multiple controls with the same properties. Assume that there are multiple controls in the application, which is contained in the same properties like class name, ID, inner text, outer text, everything is same. There is no difference between these two controls. In that kind of situation, what you need to do? As you know that whenever we are trying to scan a module by scanning the application, what you will do? First, we will go for properties, right? You have gone for the properties, you have identified two controls, but the controls are having the same properties. Everything is same, like class name value, ID name value, title, everything is same. They are not having any changes even in the application visualization point of view and even in the technical properties point of view. Then what can we do in that situation? As the properties are not working either, we can move to the anchor identification method. But if you don't, if you do that evenly, if you want to consider there is no proper anchor, means there is no proper control or support reference in order to consider for this kind of particular control. That one, what we will be doing, then we will be coming to this index identification method. We need to see first to use for a properties. You came to know that all the properties are same thing. Then you will go for an anchor method. You need to take any control help or support in order to identify this control as a unique. But what is happening in your situation is whatever the control that you are planning to take help, that is not stable. I mean, it may change, which is prone to change, and then you can't consider the particular control. So then, what is the situation that you will be doing in order to identify it as a unique? Then you will be coming to this index identification method. Now, when we will be coming to the index identification method, when there are multiple controls or an elements with the same properties, then I can't use the properties. And even if I use the anchor method as a reference, I can't use it because it's not stable enough. So then I will be coming to the index position. So based upon the position, based upon the place or number where it is located, I will try to identify the controls uniquely by using index identification method. Let us see. Just right click on that folder, scan application. See here, few products on my homepage in demo web shop application. Then I want to add them into my cart. Basically, what should I do? I need to identify them, right? So, hmm, so what we need to do? First, select on screen. I'm going to add this add to cart. I want to add uh, a few controls with the same property. So that's why I'm going to add this one, add to cart, add to cart. Okay. Disabling select on screen option. Now, once I have identified this, you are able to see there are multiple controls with the same name, right? And what you will do, you will go for checking the properties. See, I'm going to click on this. I'm going to checking. Here, see, no ID, no inner HTML, no inner text, no name, no outer text. So then only one class name only. It is not becoming unique. Okay. When I click on that, it is not becoming unique. You can use see tag already it's checked. It's not becoming unique. And value also. And if you click on that type, see, then after that also it will be not becoming unique. It means whatever the properties are there, most probably you have used each and everything, right? So come to the second control, the properties will be the same. See, second control, same properties. Third one, same properties. Fourth one, same properties. Last one, same properties. So the properties will be the same. So that's what I told you. When there are multiple controls in an application containing the same technical properties, and even after using these properties, these controls are not becoming unique. Then what I need to do? Then I need to go to the anchor method, right? How you do that? Basically, I need to take the help or reference of another control. So in order to identify this and add to cart as a unique, whose help I can take probably? I can take the help because this add to cart belongs to this gift card, right? This first gift card, this gift card belongs to this, right? So I can take help of only this gift card, right? Means I can take help of some other thing, but I can't click on this add to cart, whatever the product is there. See, I can take help of any other control which is stable. You can ask, can we take the help of a uh, register, login? So yeah, you can take, but there is not a problem. It will become unique. But you need to be very precise and afraid there is a this add to cart button is specifically given by Tricentis is only to us. If you want to add this gift card to the cart, right? So if the image is not there or if the name of the description is not there, will you add this product to the cart? No, right? It's a normal, even if you do in Amazon, Flipkart or Mintra, we all purchase the products from online. And when we want to buy something, what we will do? We will try to have a look into the image, see all the possible images over there. Then you get the specification done, right? Then see the reviews, then compare, then we will purchase. But the first thing itself, if that is not available, we will go to the product. No, right? This add to cart belongs to gift card, so I can take the help of this gift card only. Let me show you what I will do is I'm going to add anchor, identify the anchor, select on screen, gift card image. Now see what is happening. Even after using this image in order to identify to take as a reference or support for this, still it is not becoming unique. So how can I remove this anchor? Just right click on that, remove anchor. Okay. So identify by and see. Next, we'll see this $25 virtual gift card. I'm going to add this one. Select on screen, disable this option. See, it has become unique with the help of $25 virtual gift card. But I will tell you something. This today, as I told you, you can use the anchor if it is proper, but even consider that the anchor is not stable. So what I was saying is, if the properties are not working, then actually you can go to the anchor identification method, right? But even in the anchor method, this image it's not becoming unique. Then I went for another thing that is $25 virtual gift card. So with this, I have made my add to cart as a unique. Basically, what is my ultimate intention? I need to make the control as unique, but you should also see whether this will be stable enough. Whatever we are developing, we are identifying that should be stable, right? You can't keep on reworking on the same thing or day by day basis or weekly basis. What you need to do, this $25 virtual gift card, is it a stable thing? No, right? It might be changed at any point of time. Today $25, tomorrow $25, 35, day after tomorrow $45. The price is also changed during the offers. Sometimes they will also change the naming convention. Today virtual gift card, tomorrow online virtual gift card. So the probability of for this control getting changed is frequency is very high. So what happen if it is getting changed? Whose support I have taken is only if it is getting changed, like my control will be last. I can't work. Then what is the next probability option? So properties are not working in Anchor. Then you can you take the help of $25? No. This will be a change if something is changing. So I can't take help with the nearby control as reference or a support. Then I need to go over index method. Okay. I'm going to just index method, select identify by index. If you see here, what is the description here they have given? It is saying come to index identification method only if you are unable to identify and make a control unique with other identification methods. Right? Just see the description of this. Use the index A only if you can't choose other identification criteria to uniquely identify the control. Any matching controls are constrained by previously defined criteria before the index is applied. This increases the stability of the index. So it is itself saying that it is having the least priority. So the success rate for this index is very less because even I mean, now I'm saying the based upon the position and the number, and I'm trying to identify control. What if the position of this control is also changing? Today it might be the first position, right? And so I identified that it became unique. Tomorrow, what if the same thing as change of the fourth position character? It might be at the first position. Tomorrow, the gift card product might go to the sixth position. What can I do? Then I want to click on add to cart only for a gift card. But will it click there? Is No, it will keep only on the first add to cart button. But if the product has gone to the sixth position or sixth place, so there are multiple issues with this index identification method. So that's what they are saying. How do you identify now? You can see index they have given position 1 of 6 here. This add to cart is present at the position 1 of total 6 positions. Okay. So if you click on that, this is the index of 1 of 6. If you click on this checkbox, can you see this hashtag symbol, which is using the index? This uses a constraint index. Okay. Means specifically you are constraint, you are restricting the application control to identify only at this position. For example, let us consider that all be 15 to 16 people are present in your conference room. In that room, we are having some probability of discussion. Then I will ask someone to please switch on the fan. So what do you, what do you do basically? Which fan should I switch on? You will ask, right? Basically, there might be 10 to 12 times in a conference room. All those times are designed from the same company, same color, same everything. If I ask someone to please switch on the fan, it might be a fan which is person near me, or it might be a fan which might be present near the participants who are sitting opposite to the person. So there is a probability that you can't understand when there are same things in front of you. So what you need to do, you need to precisely call them on a based upon a position. Then I will say clearly that can you please switch on the fan, which is just like the last but one or third fan or fourth fan. It means I'm trying to identify a particular object based upon its position. So that is what something I'm also doing here in controls as well. If they are not happening clearly, so based upon their position. Can you see this second one? Second, add to cart position. Okay, I'm going to identify this one. See, just check this box. It means we have used properties and then you have used index identification method. Next one, check this one. Fourth one also, fifth one, and sixth one also. So it become unique. Whatever you have selected, whatever you have identified the controls, all controls are unique. Just save it and close it. Okay. Um, did you got it?
So we are not selecting any properties from the for keeping the index, right? It's just we
So
are
already by default, it has been selected, right? See, you can see the second one. It has tag and value also already selected by default. And if you see the first one, we did right class name, tag, type, value, everything we already tried. Okay. So class name, there is a value, but we can't select ID in that HTML because there is no value here. That's why we won't. So by default properties, it's check, but it's not becoming unique. And we also tried to identify the anchor. See the first one, what what happened? What we have done? First, this gift card selected in anchor method. So it's not becoming unique. Next, $25 virtual gift card. We have selected right. So, but it's unique, but it's not stable. So there is a chances to change this theme. Okay, and $25, there is a, I said example, right? Today $25 and tomorrow $35. So after this, you execute this test case, might be your test case will be failed. So this is not stable. And if you can also select register also, but register is also same. Maybe this position add to cart, this belongs to gift card, right? You can use register also, but maybe I'm not giving any guarantee after 2 3 months. This add to cart register becoming unique because see add to cart belongs to $25 virtual gift card. And this gift card belongs to this, right? So maybe nearby country it's very long or very far, right? So your test case becoming, there is a chance that your test case is failed. So that's why I'm choosing identify the index method. So just here, there are two symbols. One is properties and one is index by identification method. So this control uses properties along with identification and index identification method. And this one also. So everything already used properties by default. And I am the one who choose index identification method to make them as unique. Clear?
Yes.
Clear, clear.
So I'm just going to save it and close. So if you check that already its module is prepared. So I'm just going to change this name, module name, identifiable index. See, if you go properties, then you can see here there is a constraint index. Okay. So for anchor method, this is not one, this is one. For anchor method, you can see relative ID. It is identified by anchor. You can't see here relative ID. Could you see a relative ID? Because we are not using identify by anchor method here. But if you see here, relative ID, and we can't see constraint index because we are not using here identify by index method. So relative ID means it is identified by anchor. Um, Constraint index means it is identified by index. Whenever you see an attribute called constraint index, it is identified by index. If you use only identify by properties, okay, there is no relative ID, no constraint index. Constraint index shows the position. When you select add to cart, see constraint index 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is one interview question. If you identify by anchor method, what you will see in properties? You should say relative ID. When I use anchor method, I can see relative ID. Relative ID means you will be able to see a property called relative ID. It means it is identified by anchor. You see, when you see an attribute constraint index, it is identified by index method. And here properties, there is no relative ID and there is no constraint index. It means this control identified by properties. Okay. This is very important. Relative ID, constraint index, and whatever I have said. And I will tell you a small thing, as I told you, a small example. For suppose today you have identified an add code, which is for this gift card. You have identified today only on the based upon the position. You have not restricted them clearly. So today the gift card might be at the first place. Tomorrow the gift card moved to the fourth place. But you got a requirement saying that you need to add only the gift card to the cart. So, but today Tosca knows the gift card is at the first position. So you will be directly clicking this add to cart, which is present at the first time. But after few days, if it is changing to the fourth, will your test case work? Obviously, it will not work because you have clicked on add to cart, which is present at the first position. Then tomorrow, if it is at the fourth position, how it will work? Then how do you mitigate the change? Even in this index kind of position is actually it's very simple. Even if the changes are happening, just go there and change it whatever the value you want. Basically, it is not needed to identify each and every control when we are using index. Please remember this point. When we are using this identification index method to identify a control which almost looks similar and contains the same properties, it is not needed to identify each and every one of them. You can identify only one, and based upon your situation, you can just change the value in the constraint index. So here there is a constraint index, right? If uh, you might know the position, I mean the gift card today in the first position, but tomorrow it goes in fourth position. Then just change the position here. That's it. If it is the first position of gift card might go to second position, then just change the number. That's it. It means whatever the position you have given, it will go and click on that particular attribute. This change is very small. Identifying all these things is not that required. So there is an interview question. Basically, they will ask you when will be going to this index identification method and why you will be go to the index method. And what if the control positions are getting changed even after using the index method? So you should say based upon the new position, I will go and change the property in the module's constraint index to the respective position, whatever it is there right now, and I will execute my test case. So this is how basically you need to answer this question. Okay. Next, identify the image. Is it clear?
I have one doubt. Now I change that position to second, right?
Yeah.
What happens to next other card, add to card? We need to change other numbers also.
Add to cart. See, today what I am saying, this add to cart, this is belongs to gift card, right? Today your gift card position is first place, and you know this is it will be go to third or fourth position. So what happened when your test case, you if you are going to execute this test case, what happened? Your test case will fail because this position, this first place position in yesterday, today might change in fourth position. Then what happened? Then just change this constraint index position as you know fourth position, okay, and execute this test case. Okay, execute test execute this test case. So after that, it will pass because today is fourth position. So, but it is you, as you know, it is in first position. So what I'm saying, Rajesh, today first position, right?
Yes.
Here it is a first position. So might be there is in fourth position, and you already know. Okay, after your test case failed, what happened? So again you go to scan module, and again and after that add to this cart, and after you have to make them unique with the help, or you can use properties, you can use anchor method, or you can use index method. If you're using the index method, what you will do? So the same process, the same processes will again repeat. So just do one thing at a simple thing. That's it. Just go to that module, click on that control. There is a constraint index position. Just change the position, what you know. Okay. And go to this test case. Okay. Just execute this test case. After you will see it will pass. Just a simple thing. If it is change the position, you can just a small change here. The constraint index position, you just change it and execute the testing.
Okay, got
This
it.
is one scenario. I just tell you because I have faced this issue. So that's why I'm adding this scenario in this concept for you. Okay. Maybe you will not face this because I have faced it. That's why it is simple thing because I have do a lot of things on that. Okay, my the position is changed, but what I have done again, I'm scanning the application. I'm do the same procedures repeatedly, but I don't know. But my colleague helped. They helping me in this concept, this scenario. So just add this constant index position, you can execute this test case. So I came to know, okay, we can do this method also. That's why I want you people to know how to change this position, and you can execute the test case in few minutes. It will take no longer. And what have clear, Rajesh?
Yes, clear. And my doubt is that no, we have five or six add to card options, right? That
Yeah.
one move to fourth position. Other things also move, right? So we'll move to
Yeah.
next thing, right? That
Maybe
time.
so it will remove. maybe it will also move to next position. We don't know, right? So what happened in my scenario? This is, this is a gift card, but in my application there is kind of some different thing. Okay, I'm saying the example. This gift card moved to the fourth position, but this is already deleted because there is no product in this application anymore. Okay, because that application the developers deleted this product, and this gift card moved to the fourth position, and this one second, and this one, I'm sorry, this one first, and this one second, and this one, next, they add a new product which is not there in previous. That is third one, and this is fourth one. So everything is changed. What I have done, just add this gift card in fourth position, and this one first, and this one second, and add to the next. They add a new product, right? And just what I have done again, just I have clicked on rescan application. Okay, you can just rescan, and again you can click on demo web shop, and you can add your control in this module. Okay, whatever you might miss in this module. See, again, it will open. So maybe I miss this product to add in my to add this control in my module. So just add this control. Okay, just select on screen, add this control, and save it and close it, and make sure that unique is, and that make them as unique. Okay, just select on screen and just add to cart. Again, you can add this. Maybe you missed. Okay, if this scenario, in this scenario, you can add. You can just use a rescan option, and you can add this control. In your module. Clear?
Yes, clear.
Yeah. So next, so identify by image. Actually, the probability of identifying the controls by image is very less because we are automating an application which contains often controls, not mostly the images, right? You can also identify an image with the properties itself. But let me also tell you what is this image identification. Basically, the image method is a least priority and mostly it won't be used anywhere in the real-time projects. But it should be also aware, and you should also know how do you identify any control or an image with the identify by image. So just scan the application. Here. So you know it all the situations, properties, anchor, index. So with almost 99 to 100% of your identification will be completed. This image has almost negligible 0.01 to 0.1 probability. So for suppose basically, how can I identify by image? If I select identify by image, see the user interface, how it has come. So, so it is saying, see first what I did. See, identify by image, right? So it is saying the name of the application is demo web shop here. This is the complete page. where you are trying to identify the control. In this, whatever image you want to identify, you can click on this plus icon and you can identify. So how you will do this? Example, if I identify uh, this gift card, what else do? I just click on this plus icon. After clicking on this plus icon, what is the description? Let's see. What is the description? If I want to identify this gift card, then I am just drawing the area where exactly the gift card image is present. I'm just saying this is the place where exactly you know. Can you see when you want to consider the images, the image identification will take a long time. So I'm just clicking on this scan key. Okay. So because it is working properly, it is this is the see, see here. Would you like to consider image identification in the search of your control? This might result in a long duration without a visible scan window. So can you see what you want to consider the images? The image identification will take a longer time. So I'm just click on this scan key. So because this is working, I mean, this is application and this is the complete page. And in that you have identified one image, which is called gift card. Okay. If I add this one, and in that you have identified one image that is called gift card. And what are the properties basically? There should be a properties. Here, see, you can see here image properties and accuracy, but I'm not showing accuracy and accuracy 95. And there is one property is called image properties. There is a name. Actually, see here. There. I mean, here there is a properties, but it's not becoming. I mean, it's not displayed properly. Here there is a screen resolution. There is a property called there is a screen resolution means at which width and at which height you have identified this control. Means for this application you will be having x coordinate and y coordinate width and height coordinates, right, while they develop the application. Now it is identified based upon the coordinate. You can see here at which screen resolution which is uh, it's not showing actually properly here. Mhm. Mm, right. No, see. So screen resolutions means width and at which height. Okay. And for this application, we will be having X coordinate and Y coordinate. I mean, X means X and Y coordinate means height and width. Okay. So while the developers developing the application, now it is identified based on this coordinates. You can see here at which screen resolution is, which width and which height is there, at what is the accuracy, and what is offset means x coordinates and y coordinates means it is present. So this is the y coordinate and this is x coordinate. Okay, we will try to identify and try to create a model basically for this, right, like this. I mean, you can do, but what happened is it becomes very difficult. Even after select this image, it won't be selected proper. Instead of spending time all this image identification method, and that too will not use because we have our low priority. So that we can use these properties itself in order to identify how do we use those. How do you use these properties? Just select on screen, select three images, any one, this one, and this one, and this one. Disable on select on screen. Now, previously, whatever the image we have selected, it's completely going and sitting on this here, right? It is showing the symbol that image button. And just choose identify the properties. What happened if you use the properties, you are getting the same image, right? Here, see, you can see the same image. It is not unique. So basically, when you are trying to identify the image, each and every image have one property called I mean, there is a one property called technical property. There is that. See, this is one. Technical property, ALT. ALT means alternative name. So ALT means here, see, what is that value picture of $25. So if I click this, it will become unique. See, okay. And second control, just check this option and you can make them as unique. Now you don't have any class name ID in the text, but in real time, you can also see this control also. It depends upon the application, how the developers will be developing. So now see how easy it has become to you. In order to identify the images with the property section, right there is no need of going to this image identification method, which is low success rate. And that too your controls will not be identified clearly, because sometimes what happen is today the image might be smaller. Tomorrow the image might be changed to some other image and it is might be increasing the position. So what will happen? The bit X coordinates, Y coordinates, resolution, everything will be changed. So there are many loopholes are there. So instead of going to that position, simply we can use the properties until unless the properties change your even. If the properties are not getting changed, your test cases. I mean, your control I will be stable. It will be, I mean, it will be working. So this is how basically you will identify this image method. Just save it and close. And you get module. Say this is one identify by image module. Just change the name, identify by image. I mean, see, here we are used identify the image with properties, right? I have checked the properties, ALT property. So I make them unique with identify the image with properties. So that's why I have for clarity, I gave this name. So there are three different images. What are the properties looks like? See, this is here ALT and the tag which we have used. So this is a normal property only. Okay. And this is the identification identify by image method. So you can do, I mean, just what I'm saying in your real time, only you can use properties and anchor method. There will be no use of index and identification, I mean image method. So I just show how to do that. But in real time, in my experience also, I mean, I never ever used index method and image method. There is a very least priority. There is chances 0.1 chances that with 95 to 100%, it will done with properties and anchor method only. But somewhere in my experience, I just have used index method because that's it. I mean, I have faced this issue. That's why I choose, I mean, in my experience also, in my experience only, I have used index method because that scenario is not working with properties and anchor method also. That's why I choose and I go through with this index method only. But I never used image. But the rest of the people's never used properties and anchor. I mean, sorry, index and image. They have used only properties and anchor only. Is it clear, guys?
Yes, it's clear.
Mm.
I think Kiran is very silent. What happened,
Uh,
Kiran?
no, nothing. One more thing. Likewise, we have uh, constraint index uh, as an attribute name, right? I guess property name.
Mm,
In image, we have some name for this.
no, you can see ALT. If you use this ALT, you see ALT tag. This is a property name. It's very normal, but you can't see image. I mean relative ID constraint index. There is no type of attribute here. Okay, just you can identify just this image icon. Okay, I'm using this image method, and you can check these properties. If someone say I'm your colleague, but I make them unique. This image with properties. Just check this image. Okay, this is the image identification method, and you can just go through with properties. What is the properties that she used? Okay. If I'm not using this one ALT tag, just okay. Um, she just used and she make them unique with image only, not with properties. Some kind of image, what happened like I just selected right. Some images are by defaultly unique. That scenario is also you will see. I mean, if you are faced, okay, because I have faced this issue because already it's unique without properties. Okay, there is no properties when I check this one. It just identify by image only. It by defaultly it's unique, but it's not unique. Then you just go through with properties. But I mean, I'm damn sure you will not face this. I mean, you will not choose identify by image method because I told you right. This is very least priority. I just checked this one because I'm not using, but somewhere already my colleague have done. Okay, I just checked this. What is this? So when I check that, the image is unique without, I mean, without properties. That kind of scenario he faced, not I'm not. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So just uh, please remember, relative ID means they have used identify by anchor. Constraint index means identify by index. If interviewer asks you, when you use identify by image, what is that attribute? Just say very confidently, no, there is no attribute. Then based upon attribute, we can say that identify by image. And you just say clearly, I am not using anywhere in my experience identify by image method because 90 to 95% my work has done with identify by properties and anchor method only. I'm not using anywhere at index method and image method, but theoretically I know how to use that. If they ask how you will use this identify, I mean index method and image method, you can just explain whatever we have seen in this example. Okay, just go through it, but don't say demo web shop. Just you just clearly say like you are working in real time application. Like you can just take an web application, something. It's kind of you take an example like Amazon, Mintra. Okay, like that type of application, and you whatever I have explained a scenario. Okay, in that way you explain by taking example of another web application. Okay, don't say demo web shop. If you say demo web shop, they will came to know like okay, this is a person just trained on Tosca automation testing, not hands-on experience. Never ever say demo web shop application. It is a just I mean Tricentis company give us to practice for us. Okay, but that is not application, right? In real time we never ever see that demo web shop. Demo means what? It's just a sample application that you have that you can test, and you can write a scenarios and you can execute the test cases. You just trained on them. Just say confidently. Okay. You just clearly say, I just use properties and anchor. I never used index and image. Okay. Because if you say like that, I mean, in next question, there will not related index and image method questions. They will not ask that related questions, I mean, based on index and image. They will go through with properties and anchor only. If you say that index and image, it will go very depth how you will do that. I mean, in depth it will go take you to that questions, and will they will ask you. And you already know that because we just see how to do that. But in depth we don't know, right? How, I mean, what are the scenarios we will face? Whatever I have faced, that I explained you. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. That is clear?
Oh, yes, clear.
Yeah. And did you get it link of the last session?
Yeah, got it.
Today morning
Same.
only I have sent it.
Yeah, got it.
And this one also I will say I will send you like in few minutes after half an hour. Okay?
Yes, I have received.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this session link also I will send you after half an hour. Okay? And if you have any doubts, please please clearly, I mean, say clear, ask me.
Okay. Yeah.
Sure.
No? Okay. Okay, guys. Uh, See you tomorrow in with the next concepts. And already we have done identification methods, right? So we have done all. And next, uh, what is the test case? And there is a work state means there is a concept of work state, and we will see. And I mean regular expressions, how to do that. So there, I mean, the next two concepts are these are things we'll see. Okay. See you
Oh,
tomorrow, guys.
yes.
Bye.
Thank you.
Take care.
Yeah.
Bye.
Have a good day.
Bye.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Same
Thank
to
Bye.
you
you.
so much.
Bye.
Thank you.